Welcome back to Story Rhymes. The sun beat down on the pristine beach, a perfect day for relaxation. Waves gently lapped at the shore, and the air was filled with the cries of gulls. A group of friends, enjoying their post-graduation celebration, had found their slice of paradise. Little did they know, this paradise held a secret, an ancient, hungry entity lurking beneath the surface. As the morning wore on, a strange phenomenon began. Small, almost imperceptible tremors rippled through the sand. At first, they dismissed it as a minor earthquake or just the shifting of the earth. But then, objects left on the sand began to sink, slowly, deliberately, as if pulled by an unseen force. A beach ball, then a cooler, vanished without a trace. Panic began to set in. The friends realized the sand itself was the threat. It was alive, and it was consuming everything it touched. They were trapped on a small patch of rock, surrounded by the shifting, hungry grinds. The initial shock gave way to a desperate scramble for survival. They tried to understand the entity, to find a pattern in its movements. Was it attracted to sound, to movement, to heat? Every theory was a shot in the dark, every experiment a terrifying risk. Days turned into a grueling test of endurance. Thirst and hunger became constant companions. The sun, once a symbol of joy, now beat down relentlessly, dehydrating them. The vast, open ocean, usually a source of comfort, was now a mocking expanse they couldn't reach. Tensions flared among the group. Fear brought out both the best and worst in them. Arguments erupted over dwindling resources, over strategies, over who was to blame. Yet, beneath the surface of their disagreements, a fragile bond of shared terror and hope persisted. One of them, a young woman named Sarah, noticed something peculiar. The sand seemed to react to certain frequencies, a low hum that resonated through the ground. Could it be a form of communication, or a weak? They experimented cautiously, using a portable speaker to generate different tones. The sand rippled, sometimes receding, sometimes surging. It was a dangerous dance, a game of life and death played with sound waves. Meanwhile, another friend, Mark, focused on the tide. He theorized that the entity might be less active during high tide, when the water covered more of the beach. It was a slim hope, but in their desperate situation, any hope was a lifeline. They watched the ocean with bated breath, charting the moon's phases, praying for the tide to turn in their favor. The waiting was agonizing, each passing hour a testament to their dwindling chances. As the days blurred, their resolve was tested. Hallucinations began to set in, brought on by exhaustion and dehydration. The shimmering heat haze over the sand seemed to twist into menacing shapes. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long, eerie shadows, the sand seemed to glow faintly. It was a mesmerizing, terrifying sight, hinting at the alien nature of their adversary. They huddled together, sharing stories, trying to keep their spirits up. Memories of home, of Lobedornis, became their anchor in the sea of despair. They spoke of what they would do if they ever made it off this cursed beach. Sarah continued her sound experiments, refining the frequency, trying to find the perfect note that would repel the sand. It was a painstaking process, fraught with danger, but she was determined. Mark, observing the patterns of the waves, noticed a subtle change. The high tide was indeed reaching further up the beach, creating temporary, safer pathways. It was a small window of opportunity, but it was there. They devised a plan, a daring escape attempt during the peak of high tide, using Sarah's sound frequencies to create a temporary barrier. It was their only chance, a desperate gamble against an unknown enemy. The night of their escape arrived. The moon was full, casting a silver glow over the treacherous beach. The waves crashed louder, and the sand, though still menacing, seemed slightly less aggressive under the rising water. With Sarah carefully broadcasting the specific frequency, they began their perilous journey across the wet sand. Every step was deliberate. Every breath held. The sand rippled and churned around them, but for a few precious moments, it seemed to keep its distance. They moved slowly, supporting each other, their eyes fixed on the distant, solid ground. The psychological toll was immense, the fear of being swallowed whole with every misstep. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, they reached the safety of the rocky cliffs. Exhausted, battered, but alive, they collapsed, gazing back at the beach, now a silent, shimmering expanse under the moonlight. They had survived, but the experience would forever be etched in their minds. The beach, once a symbol of freedom, was now a haunting reminder of the day the sand came alive. They carried with them not just the scars of their ordeal, but a profound respect for the hidden, terrifying power of nature. The mystery of the sentient sand remained, a chilling secret buried beneath the waves, waiting for its next unsuspecting visitors. More stories like these. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. More stories like these. Check out our mythology and crime stories. Catch you next time.